Terrorism came knocking on the door of Palm Springs.
Now on Eyewitness News at 8 o'clock, terror hits Palm Springs. What's being called an intentional car bomb attack outside a fertility clinic, rocking Palm Springs, hurling debris for blocks, blowing out windows of nearby buildings and leaving one person dead. Hello and thank you for joining us. You're watching Eyewitness News at 8, live on ABC 7, Hulu, and wherever you stream. I'm Jory Rand.
And I'm Sophie Flay. Investigators have their hands full tonight with a massive crime scene in the desert. Here's what we know right now. Investigators were calling this an intentional act of violence. Again, one person was killed, at least 4 people are injured. The damage and debris extending over several blocks. Federal and local agencies are involved in the investigation. They have mentioned a person of interest.
We have complete team coverage for you tonight, including a second crime scene in 29 Palms. Eyewitness News reporter Elena Gomez is live there as authorities have locked down a scene out of fear of another explosion. But we begin with Inland Empire Bureau Chief Rob McMillan, who is live in Palm Springs with the latest on the investigation there. Rob.
Just a massive crime scene out here near downtown Palm Springs, covering multiple city blocks. One officer telling me that investigators could be out here for days. As you mentioned, 4 people injured, 1 person killed. Now, the authorities aren't saying anything about the suspect in this case. However, they are saying that the community is no longer in any danger. A massive explosion right in the middle of downtown Palm Springs. Dozens of windows blown out by the intensity of the blast, shrapnel flying hundreds of feet, tourists and locals alike wondering what was going on.
We heard this loud noise. I shook all of our building.
It was a big bang.
Leon Basilio was making a delivery for Uber Eats at the time of the blast. He was close by, so he immediately went to the scene.
As I went on the lot, I seen a car on fire. It was pieces of car. It wasn't a whole car.
Authorities say it's possible that the car was the source of the blast. What they would say is that this was no accident. They believe a fertility clinic the car was parked right behind was intentionally targeted.
Make no mistake, this is an intentional act of terrorism.
Akil Davis is the assistant director in charge of the FBI's Los Angeles field office. He describes the crime scene as massive.
Let me be clear. This was probably one of the largest bombing investigations that we've had in Southern California. This explosion was significant, covering several blocks north, south, east, and west.
4 people were injured, 1 person killed. However, the FBI would not comment on whether the person who was killed was an innocent bystander or perhaps their suspect, only saying this.
We have a person of interest in this investigation. We are not actively out searching for a suspect.
This is an isolated incident. I am confident that the community is not at risk any longer.
The FBI also investigating whether the blast may have been live streamed somewhere because of what eyewitness Leon Basilio found at the scene.
I saw a tripod with a camera attached to it, aimed directly at the camera where the car was located on fire.
He says he turned that camera over to the police. As for the clinic, the American Reproductive Centers released a statement today reading in part, quote, "We are heartbroken to learn that this event claimed a life and caused injuries, and our deepest condolences go out to the individuals and families affected. This moment has shaken us, but it has not stopped us. We will continue to serve with strength, love, and the hope that brings new life into the world."
This is a place of hope. This is a building that people go to start or expand their families. We acknowledge their pain and concern across the community.
Terrorism came knocking on the door of Palm Springs. We survived.
And our next update expected from Palm Springs Police tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Live in Palm Springs, Rob McMillan, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.